Hey there, folks, and welcome back to our venture in the visual novel, If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary. Another episode, another chance to see how things turn out in this sequel, if you will, or a bonus story. To which in our last episode, sibling rivalry times 10? Between the Kazuto sisters, to which with the efforts of the Soaring Club, including Kanako, especially, was able to calm things down. Oh man, that was pretty intense. But it just goes to show some leadership things to keep in mind is keeping tabs on your team to make sure they're not being burned out and that they are progressing within the talents that they have and what they contribute to the activity or to the operation. So, big lesson in that. Well, with that, we are going to continue in which Kanako met with Alvie at the last point and said, "Good evening." So let's find out exactly what the discussion is. And for good measure,
こんばんは。
Kanako, what are you still doing up?
ちょっとだけいい？
Sure. Does something bother you?
私ね、やっぱり気になって仕方ないの。
All right, let's get it resolved. What's up? Oh. Thinking about it? Did Kanako remember something from that day?
ねえ、葵くん、お願い。
Folks, keep a level head.
あの時読ませてくれた漫画貸して。
Okay. You did?
ほら、看病してた時に漫画借りてたでしょ。すごいいいとこで止まっちゃってたから気になってしょうがなくて。
Ugh, is that all? You had me worried for a minute there. Technically, it's not even mine. I'm just borrowing it from Agaha. It's all on that shelf over there.
了解。
Kanako bounded over to the bookshelf, brimming over with excitement. She must have really been looking forward to reading that series.
ところで、さっきから何やってるの？
Just putting together some stuff for the Soaring Club. With some encouragement from Yoru, I'd started summarizing what we'd achieved and drawing up a provisional schedule for future activities. Having something like this on hand would be a huge help. I was surprised I hadn't thought of making one sooner.
はあ、こんな遅くまで頑張るね、葵くんは。
Kanako put her hands on my shoulders and leaned over to look at my PC screen. Her moist hair touched my cheek. Her face was right next to mine. The smell of whatever soap she'd been using still clung enticingly to her skin. Hey, you're a little too close.
はいはい、お邪魔さま。ほい。
I let out a cry as I felt something cold press against me. Well, she got an ice pack or something? I looked up and saw Kanako smirking, holding out a can of iced coffee. Okay, that makes sense.
それ、差し入れ。あんまし無理しないようにね。
Thanks. Don't worry, I won't. I'll call it a night as soon as I reach a good cutoff point.
ならばよし。次倒れたりしても看病してあげないわよ。
Of course, of course. That's fair. I'll be careful.
そいじゃあね。
She smiled one last time before leaving, putting the can into my hand. I never pegged her as this much of a night owl. Grabbing all those comics this late in the day wouldn't leave a lot of time to actually read. Maybe she only wanted to see me? Nah, that couldn't be. I need to get over myself. I couldn't help speculating, though. Kanako was on my mind a lot lately. I found myself thinking about her more and more often. Kanako. That should do it for today. I wasn't going to get any more work done with the way I was feeling. Okay, we're heading out.
留守番頼んだわよ、かな。よろしくお願いします。はいはい。そっちも怪我とかしないようにね。
Once everybody left, the atmosphere in the dorm settled down and became a lot quieter.
今日は私一人か。
No school today. Aoi and the others were all away enjoying some soaring club activities. Yoru had some other matters she needed to attend to, and Sanai's group was out making the most of their day off.
さーて、私はどうしよっかな。
Be lazy as you usually are. Kanako would be able to take it easy today. She didn't have any tests she needed to study for. But there wasn't really anything she wanted to do.
そういえば洗濯物が溜まってたっけ。
Aoi said he was planning to do it all tomorrow. But the weather was so ideal, it'd be a waste to wait until then. Who knew when the next time they'd get another sunny day like that? So Kanako decided she might as well strip off what she was wearing too.
どうせだし、全部まとめてやっちゃいますか。
Be efficient with this at the same time. You never know, someone might come back. Like last time that happened. The bed sheets were shimmering clean and white in the sunshine. A cool breeze gently buffeted them back and forth. The sun today was strong, but not as harsh as it had been.
いよいよ夏も終わりって感じね。わあわあ。おお、ハット先輩チッス。わあ、あんたも涼みに来たの？わわ。やっぱりそっか。涼しくなってきたもんね。
Had spread his little wings out, letting the wind rustle his feathers. Kanako watched him waddle around for a while, then spaced out, mesmerized by the movement of the laundry in the breeze.
こうして見ると、男物の下着って地味なのが多いわね。あ、XL のシャツなんて初めて見たわ。思ったよりも大きいわね。
Just what she'd expect from a sportsman like Aoi. He was such a well-built guy, he always gave off this feeling of stability. And he had a good sense of style, she thought. There weren't many other guys like him around.
ねえねえ、ハット先輩。わあ、葵くんってさ、いろいろと見どころがある男の子だと思わない？わわ。
Something tells me Hat is not all that impressed.
まあ、ハット先輩から見ればまだまだひよっこかもしれないけどね。実際まだまだ抜けてるところも多いし、子供っぽい部分もあるんだけど。
Are not we all? But now wasn't the time to get distracted by that stuff, she thought. In spite of his shortcomings, she figured she wanted to root for him anyway.
やっぱり男の子なんだよね。すごく頼りがいがあったりするし。
Kanako started out just fooling around, but now she couldn't help taking her own words seriously.
ほんと、調子狂っちゃうわね。どうしてこうなっちゃったんだろう。
Are we gonna pull a famous artist? When Aoi first arrived, she hadn't thought a lot of him. As dorm mothers go, he was pretty unique, but that was it. But ever since that one weird day, He'd been in her thoughts more and more. For a while after that, Kanako didn't know how to act around him, but they were starting to get used to each other again. Aoi had never complained during all that awkwardness, never got mad at her. He never once acted like it was her fault. And now things were fine. Kanako could be totally relaxed around him, but before she knew it, they started to get a lot closer.
もしかして私女として意識されてない？
Maybe you factor into whether you forget that he's actually a guy, especially how many times you walk around in undies as far as I'm told. And somehow, Kanako found that notion frustrating. Well, I guess you know how he feels now. Don't you, Kanako? Now you know how he feels. She kind of wanted to see him get even more flustered around her.
こんなにいい女なのに。ねえ、ハット先輩。わあ。
I don't think Hat wants to get in the middle of
って
this.
いうか、なんでこんな話になってるんだろ
Because you're pondering your own charm, that's why.
う。これじゃあ、まるで私が。
Okay, Kanako, let me explain something to you about this. And you folks listen up as well. Some of you probably already know this. A person thinking it does not necessarily mean it's going to turn into action. And that's the thing about it. Because when it comes to that kind of concept as well, sometimes putting the thoughts into actions actually causes more problems than it actually solves.
やめやめ。
Hey, I was just giving you some tips. Cuz. Her ramblings had strayed into some pretty weird territory. Kanako tried to focus on the laundry and drive all the other thoughts out of her head.
よし、洗濯終わり。なんか一日分働いた気がするぞ。
Apparently so.
もしかしてお腹空いちゃった？なんだか私も。
Think you could pull off a grilled cheese sandwich? It's pretty simple. Kanako's stomach had been rumbling for a while now. She hadn't put so much energy into housework in a long time.
冷蔵庫になんか残ってたかな？
Opening the door, Kanako saw plenty of leftover ingredients that looked like they could be used to whip up a nice meal.
冷や飯に豚肉の切れ端。あとは卵と。
None of them looked all that palatable on their own. And they were out of instant ramen too. You can't have that all the time.
しょうがない。あり合わせで何か作ってみましょうかね。
Hey, go to cooks.com. They got plenty of recipes to help you out.
これだけあればチャーハンとか作れそうね。
Ta-da! Last time Aoi made that dish, he'd used ingredients pretty similar to these. How did the recipe go again, she pondered.
まずはフライパンに油を引くのよね。具材はチャーハンだから何でもいけるわよね。適当に細かく刻んでっと。具材とご飯は一緒に炒めちゃっても大丈夫よね。あとは塩と胡椒。あれ？調味料ってどこにしまってるんだろう。焦げちゃう。
Kanako killed the heat as fast as she could.
遅かったか。ちょっと焦げちゃってるわね。でもまあ これぐらいなら平気でしょ。釜飯のおこげと似たようなものだろうし。
I wouldn't chance it, homie. I wouldn't chance it.
わあ。
Look, even Hat's like, you better not chance that.
あとは卵を落としつつ塩コショウで味付け。まあいいか。別に食べられないことはないでしょ。うわあ。
Look, Hat is like, alright, you on your own, sister. I ain't eating that.
大丈夫だってハット先輩。食べられないものなんて入れてないから。
If you overuse the ingredients, something can go wrong. Composing herself, Kanako relit the burner under the frying pan.
料理って思ってた以上に難しいな。
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
やっぱり私には向いてないのかも。
You just gotta practice. You just gotta practice. Time flies, huh? The day went by so fast. I'd had to call an end to our club meeting early since I needed to buy some stuff for dinner. I'm back.
わあ。
Hat? That was sudden. As soon as I came in, Hat ran flapping out of the dining hall and disappeared through his door into Kotori's room. Did something happen?
あ、おかえり。
Thanks. Kanako in a cooking apron? I was taken aback by this unexpected but not exactly unwelcome sight.
どうしたのよ。そんなとこでぼーっと突っ立っちゃって。
Wow, that's the first time I've seen a face like that from her. Other than when she got basically scolded. Oh, sorry. I was just a little surprised.
ああ、これのこと？我ながら似合ってると思うんだけど。
Oh, it does. Especially that ponytail. Hey, I'm a sucker for ponytails, okay? Sue me. I would not argue with that. The ladle in her hand really completed the domestic look. Kanako twirled around on the spot. Her hair tied back in a ponytail trailed behind her.
どう？
Yeah, it looks great.
でしょ？
Well, there's the complimentary reaction you wanted. You happy now? Her bashful smile made me want to blush too. Anyway, when did you learn to cook?
できないわよ。
Then what's with the apron?
私も簡単に済ませるつもりだったんだけど、レトルトとかなくってさ、買い出しに行こうと思ったんだけど、外出るのも面倒だなって。だからいい機会かなと思って料理に挑戦してみたのよ。
Kanako let down her hair, folded up the apron, and carried a piping hot dish to the table. Is this fried rice?
チャーハンのつもり。やっぱり慣れないことはするもんじゃないわね。
It doesn't look that bad to me. Some of the rice looks slightly burned, but not enough to ruin it.
盛り付けはね。
Hey, can I try some?
やめといた方がいいと思うよ。美味しくないと思うし。
And then all of a sudden, some way, somehow, it turns out really good. You never know until you try, right? Plus, this is the first time I've ever seen you cook. A chance like this doesn't come along too often.
うまいこと言っちゃって。そこまで言うならどうぞ。
Thanks. I found a spoon and scooped up some of Kanako's fried rice for myself. Here goes nothing. It was... Okay, you were right.
でしょ
We looked at each other for a moment and then laughed. But it could probably be fixed with a few little changes.
いいわよ。もう疲れちゃったし、大変だったんだから。
Hey, it's too soon to give up now. I'm here to help you, so it'll be much easier than trying on your own. I'd really like to eat something made by you and actually enjoy it.
そう言ってくれるのは嬉しいけど。
Come on, give it one more try. And we're gonna see if she does give it one more try on the next episode. The cliffhangers, the cliffhangers, the cliffhangers. Well, with that, I want to thank everyone for watching this video this time around. If you like what you saw this time around, maybe consider leaving a like. And if you'd like to see more, maybe consider subscribing. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.